What is up, guys? Pastor Matheny here. Thanks for joining me this afternoon out here in what is not my study, but in fact is something a little bit more like the wilderness, which we'll get to in just a minute. I'm out here bringing you another edition of Confirmation Answers, where I'll first address the questions that I sent to all of you for your confirmation homework, and then I'll answer the questions that you guys submitted to me, at least as best I can. So, lots of steps out here to get up onto Good Counsel Hill, but trust me, it'll all be worth it. Now, to get to the first question I sent to you, I'm going to take a quick break here on this bench. Whew, better. All right, so the first question that I sent to you guys in your homework was, based on what you read, how should we as Christians feel about creation? Which is, I'd say, a pretty good question. And I would say the main thing that we should take away from creation is that creation is a gift. Creation is a gift to us, specifically. God made us, but more than that, He made everything around us. The whole creation, everything that is or was or will be, God made. And He placed us as humans over that creation, to care for it, to tend to it, and to enjoy it, to find beauty in it and adventure in it, and all sorts of wonderful things, to explore it and discover it. So, as the Genesis reading says, we should take away that creation is very good, because God, our very good God, has made it. So, enough of a break now. The second question that I sent to you guys was, is there a particular part of creation that you give thanks to God for regularly? And that's why we're out here this morning. I want to share with you guys something that I give thanks to God for. But first, you might notice from the small catechism in your reading, in it, Martin Luther gives a great list of things that we can be thankful for. Clothing and shoes and house and home and land and animals and all that I have. Family, friends, neighbors, all those great things. But as I said, I brought you out here because I wanted to show you guys today one thing that I like to give thanks to God for. And that's this. Sweet bench, right? Well, I'm actually kind of just kidding. What I actually brought you out here to show you is this. What a view on a beautiful day such as this. On climbing all those stairs, you're rewarded with a wonderful seat at the top of a hill where you can look out on God's green creation. You can look out on our city, Mankato, and take in the beauty that God has made. And I'll say, I give thanks to God for this place regularly, because it is such a wonderful place for me to come and sit and read God's Word and think and pray. So, I'm going to do a little bit of that now. And when I get back, I will be answering your questions for me in my study. But first, I got to recuperate and then tackle those stairs again. So I'll see you in just a minute in my study. Hey guys, made it back. Excellent. Stairs were even better on the way down. So, just a few things that you guys had submitted to me in your homework that I thought I'd address today. Mostly just some of the things that you said that you appreciated or liked about God's good creation. One of you said, for instance, your favorite thing about creation that you regularly give thanks to God for is the gift of stars and planets and space. I agree. That's a fantastic aspect of God's creation. It's incredible to contemplate, even just for a moment, how vast space itself is, how humongous the planets are and the sun is, and the intricacies of our solar system and our galaxy and the universe. It's incredible. One of my favorite things to do is to think about those things, how big the planets are, how far apart the stars are, those sort of things, and then compare that and contrast it with the minute aspects of God's creation. How tiny an infant baby is, how infinitesimal an insect is, or a plant is, or a seed is, or all those tiny aspects of God's creation. And I think when you do things like that, there's no way that you can do so without being overcome with a sense of awe at the greatness of our God and what He has made. Another one of you appreciated the fact that God has made people, but that He didn't just make people that all act the same and are the same. We have some similar needs, and there's things about us that are overwhelmingly similar, and yet He made each of us His own. He made each of us an individual creature with different likes and tastes and differences and abilities, so that there's not only a great similarity between us, but also a fantastic variety between us, which again can fill you with a great sense of awe of our God, of how creative and beautiful and wonderful He is, that He would give us such a great blessing and gift in this creation. So I think that's all that I've got for you today. Thank you for joining me out in the wilderness and also in my study this afternoon. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Confirmation Answers, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.